Hey you guys, it's Sharon, Sammy, and Naomi, and we're doing a podcast for question number 59, chapter 4-2. And our main goal is to find the distance from point P to line L. And point P here, line L has the coordinates 0, -2, and 1, +3. And point P is -4, 4, which is right here. And so let's put a line for line L. There. And so our first step to find this is to find the slope-intercept equation for line L. And here's our equation, y equals mx plus b. And we have to find the slope first. And to find the slope, we have the rise over the run, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we'll put in -2 minus 3, which is equal to -5, and 0 minus 1, which is equal to -1. And the slope would be -5, -1, or 5. And next we have to find the y-intercept, but that's already given to us right here. So we already have our equation, y equals 5x minus 2. And our next step, right here, is to find the line perpendicular to line L. And so again, we'll use our slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. And we'll have our y-intercept, so we plug in -4. Well, first of all, our slope is -1/5 because it's the negative reciprocal. And so we'll plug in -4, 4 right here. So we'll have this, multiply both sides. Multiply -1/5 by -4. And then it turns out we have b equals 3 1/5. So our equation for this line that includes point P is y equals -1/5 x plus 3 1/5. And our next step. So let's call this line M. And that equation is y equals -1/5 x plus 3 1/5. And our line L is y equals 5x minus 2. And to find that, we have to set our two equations equal to each other and solve for x. So first we'll add 2 to both sides, and then we'll add 1/5 x to both sides, and then multiply the reciprocal of 5 1/5 x to both sides, and we'll have x equals 1. Cool, so our next step is this. And so we already found x, which is equal to 1. And so let's plug that in into our equation of line L. So first we'll multiply 1, subtract, and then have 3. So our coordinate is 1, 3, which is fortunately already plotted out here. So now we could call that, line M. And our last step, which might be the hardest, is to find the distance from point P to line L, which is generally right here. And to do that, we plug both points into the distance formula, y2 minus y1 squared plus x2 minus x1 squared. We'll have 3 minus 4 squared plus 1 plus 4 squared, getting us -1 squared plus 5 squared. And we end up with our answer, which is the square root of 26. So that is our answer.